So we're reviewing what we did yesterday. Each of these is a proportion, and they're proportions because they're ratios that are equal to each other. So in the first one here, we have the ratio A over 6. In the second one, we have the ratio 12 over 9. Remember, a ratio is just a comparison of numbers using a fraction. So when you have fractions equal to each other, we call that a proportion. In the first one here, what are we going to do to solve for A? How do we solve a proportion? We cross multiply. So we're going to start. I always like to multiply the one that has the variable in it if there's only one variable, so that I get that on the left side. So when we do A times 9, what do we get? Not A9. 9A, right? When we multiply a number times a variable, we always put the number in front. We call that the coefficient. That's the number that goes in front. And then the other way, we get 6 times 12, which is 72. All right, and what do I put between these? An equal sign. Now, I want you to notice, a few people have been doing this in a way that's not quite right. Notice that I wrote it underneath because I don't want to make it look like 9A is equal to 12 over 9. So what some people have been doing is they've been taking this equation that we write here and write it right next to the proportion like this, and even put an equal sign here. This is not good because these are not equal to each other. But we don't want to put that over there. We're going to keep it underneath here, and we just know that 9A equals 72. Now, once I do that, what do I do to solve for A? Yeah, we're solving an equation. So we start by circling the variable and drawing the line of equality. Just like always, we're looking for this work. Make sure that you're doing both of those things. And then to get the A by itself, we're going to do what? We need to divide by 9. And if I divide by 9 on the left side, I have to divide by 9 on the right side, right? So 9's cancel. That leaves A by itself on the left. And on the right side, 72 divided by 9 is 8. The second one here is a little bit different because when I cross multiply, what am I going to have to do when I do this one? 4 times B plus 7. I have to multiply the 4 times the B and the 7, right? So we're actually distributing that 4 here. So when we do 4 times B, we get 4B, but we also need to do 4 times 7 and get 28. All right, so make sure that you multiply the 4 times both parts of that. And then the other way, 6 times 12, we already did that one, right? Oh, it should be plus 28. Sorry about that. So we get 4B plus 28, and then 6 times 12 is 72. And again, we're going to circle the variable. We just want to remind ourselves we want to get that B by itself. And by circling it, we notice that we have to get rid of the 28 and the 4. Which one should we get rid of first, Carl? We'll get rid of the 28 first by doing what?
Subtract the 28.
And those 28s are going to cancel each other out. That leaves 4B. And then on the other side, what do we get? 44, okay. And then divide by 4. And 4's cancel, B equals 11. All right, variable C here, we want to cross multiply. Again, I'm going to do the one with the variable first. So we do 8 times C and get 8C. We do 5 times 12 and get 60. All right, then we want to solve for C, so we'll circle that C and draw our line. And what do we do to get rid of the 8? Divide by 8. 8's cancel, leave C. 8 does not go into 60, so are we going to leave our answer as a fraction? No. What do the directions say to do if we get something like this? Okay, so we're going to write our answer as a decimal, and if necessary, we're going to round to the nearest thousandth. All right, so we do 60 divided by 8 in our calculator, and that gives us 7.5. Do I need to round this?
No.
Why not? Yeah, it only goes to the tenths place. So it says round to the nearest thousandth, but since it only goes to the tenths place, we don't have to worry about that thousandths place, which would be way over here. So we'll just leave it as 7.5. Done. So we didn't need to round that one. How about the next one? We cross multiply here and get 5D equals 21. Circle the D, draw the line, divide by 5. 21 divided by 5 gives us 4.2. So again, do we need to round this? No. So even though the directions say round to the nearest thousandth, we didn't have to do any rounding here because none of them went out to the thousandth place or beyond the thousandth place.